Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today we're making vanilla baked donuts. To make these donuts, you're going to need some flour, some brown sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda, eggs, vanilla extract, sour cream, some melted butter, as well as some oil. You could use vegetable oil or canola oil. This is the pan that I have to make donuts in, and then I obviously spray the pan. It is a silicone pan, but I like to spray it just in case. So to get started, you're going to add all of your wet ingredients into a bowl, and then we're going to give them a good mix. So I'm going to add in the sour cream, the butter, the eggs, the brown sugar as well, and give all of that a good mix, and then we will add in our dry ingredients. This recipe is really simple to make, and the donuts taste absolutely delicious. I highly recommend it, and I will have the directions and ingredients listed out for you in the description box. If you have one of those little Dash mini donut makers, you could use this recipe in that. I have one of those, but I was going to make them in the oven this day, so I used the silicone pan. I really recommend this pan. Nothing ever sticks in it. I do like to spray it just in case, but the silicone just makes things pop right out. It's awesome. So I will link this one for you. It's the most inexpensive one that I found. I got it at Target, so if it's available, I will link it down in the description box for you. So I'm going to give all of the wet ingredients a good mix, like I said, and then we will add in our flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, all of the dry ingredients, and mix it one last time. Need to add in our eggs first, and try not to get any eggshells in there like I did. If you do, just use the eggshell, like the other part of the eggshell that's not broken down into the bowl, use that to scoop it out. Eggshell likes to stick to eggshell, so it will come out easier that way for you. So now I'm going to get the eggs mixed in, and then we will add in the dry ingredients. This batter is pretty thick, so don't be alarmed if you think that it is too thick of a batter. It's supposed to be that way, and it turns out awesome, I promise. So I'm going to mix this up just by hand, just until everything is combined. You don't want to over mix it once you've added in the dry ingredients. And then I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into a big freezer or a big gallon size bag. I kind of messed up here when I do transfer it to my gallon size bag, because for some reason the bags that I buy now, the gallon size bags, have like a squared off bottom. So when you go to like use them as a piping bag, it doesn't work as well anymore because the bottom is not just a triangle. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see I have some trouble when I am putting them into the donut pan. You could definitely just use a spoon and do it that way. It probably would have been easier for me, to be honest, but I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. And I did use a spoon to kind of smooth out, you'll see, smooth out what I kind of was messing up on. So I'm going to put it in this baggie and then spray my pan and get to putting the donut dough in the pan. I have my oven preheating to 425 degrees, and these only need to bake for about 10 minutes, so they're really quick to make. And then the glaze is super easy to throw together also, so as these are baking, I threw together the glaze, so I will show you that here in just a minute. You can kind of see here how the bottom of the bag is like squared off like that. It made it very difficult to pipe just one line of the dough. It kind of came out in two separate areas. So anyways, it worked out. You'll kind of see me struggling, but that's okay. It's real life. These do rise just a little bit, so try not to overfill them because they will puff up a little bit in the pan for you. And yeah, just fill it about 3/4 of the way full. Now they are ready to go in the oven, so 425 for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna make the glaze. So I do 1 cup of powdered sugar with 2-ish tablespoons of heavy cream. It all depends on how thick or thin you want this glaze. You could do milk or half and half. I just like heavy cream with it. It just makes it a little extra creamy, but you could definitely do milk if you wanted to. So I add a little bit at a time because you don't want to add too much. Otherwise you'll be adding more sugar and then more cream, and then it's a cycle that's never ending. So I'm going to add a little bit of cream at a time and then get it to the consistency that I want. And then all you have to do is dip your donuts in and they're done. These donuts took me about 20 minutes from start to finish to make. This recipe made me 24 donuts, but I did overfill a few of them, so you could probably get about 30, honestly. In this size of a pan, if you have a bigger donut pan, it'll be less, obviously. But with these little mini donuts, I got 24. So all that I have left to do is dip the donuts in the glaze. So I like to, you saw me make the glaze in this pie plate. I like to do it like that because it's easy to dip the donuts in when that time comes. So I'm gonna go ahead and glaze up the donuts and then they are ready to eat. Here are the finished donuts. I added a little bit of extra icing on ours at the end, which made them look a little bit messy, but they tasted so good, and my kids did not care how they looked. They were delicious. So I hope that you try this recipe. If you do, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.